Good evening. At this time, I will call this meeting to order. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Commissioner Baker,
Present.
Commissioner Bodek,
Here.
Commissioner Delisfort,
Present.
Commissioner Granados,
Here.
Commissioner Kowalski,
Here.
Commissioner Mirabella, Commissioner Williams,
Here.
Vice Chairwoman Leone,
Here.
and Chairwoman Palmieri Muedad.
Here.
Chair, let the record reflect you have 8 commissioners present for this evening's agenda-setting session.
Thank you. Clerk of the Board, please lead us in the prayer and the salute to the flag.
Humbly we ask God, the giver of peace and the lover of charity, to give the entire family of nations true agreement with his will, and to grant the light of his spirit on all who work for justice and peace. Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk of the Board, please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
The Chair wishes to announce that pursuant to the requirements of the New Jersey Statutes Annotated Title 10, Chapter 4, Section 10 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting of the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Union has been given by mailing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2024, along with periodic changes necessitated by circumstance, to the newspapers circulating within the County of Union who are designated to receive such notice, and by posting the annual meeting schedule for the year 2024 in the Administration Building, and further by filing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2024 with the Office of the County Clerk.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, the Union County Board of County Commissioners are so proud to honor a true hero within our community, Sergeant Jorge Vasquez of the Union County Sheriff's Office. We are presenting this resolution to commend Sergeant Vasquez for his extraordinary actions on May 14th, 2024 in Sayreville, New Jersey. On that day, Sergeant Vasquez demonstrated quick thinking and remarkable courage by saving 8 children and a bus driver from a bus that had started smoking and quickly became engulfed in flames. His prompt and selfless actions ensured that all passengers were safely escorted off the vehicle moments before it was completely consumed by fire. Sergeant Vasquez's heroism on that day is a testament to his lifelong dedication to public service. After graduating from Elizabeth High School, he served honorably in the United States Navy, achieving the rank of Operations Specialist, Second Class Petty Officer, and participating in Operation Enduring Freedom. He has since continued to serve our community with distinction in various roles within the Sheriff's Office. To further illustrate the impact of Sergeant Vasquez's bravery, we would like to share a clip of the news coverage from that day. So please direct yourselves to your attention to the screens.
School children narrowly escape as their school bus goes up in flames. News 12 New Jersey's Naomi Yane is in Sayreville with this story. Tell us more, Naomi.
Good evening, Roxanne. Tonight, all that's left behind from that bus fire is this soot on the ground. You can see a little bit of soot out there. You see a little bit of the debris left behind from that foam. Parents whose kids were getting off the bus telling us that there were about 8 kids on that bus. That they got off just moments before the bus burst into flames.
All of a sudden, I heard a loud boom, and it shook the whole house.
This video was sent to News 12 New Jersey by 10-year-old Bryce Ayers just after 4 o'clock this afternoon of a school bus in the middle of Lewis Street fully engulfed in flames.
We saw smoke in the air and we decided to drive towards the smoke, and then I realized there was a school bus on fire. I had to make sure no one was injured.
But just moments before, Jorge Vasquez's 8-year-old son Ethan had just gotten off the bus, and that's when he noticed smoke coming from the front of the vehicle.
I quickly noticed that the smoke gradually got worse, from like white smoke to dark black smoke.
Mr. Vasquez then alerted the bus driver and the bus aide, and they quickly evacuated the remaining kids to the Vasquez's backyard.
I was able to create a safe distance from them by putting them in the backyard.
one of my friends was so scared that they had to like.
They were just crying. And according to the superintendent of Sayreville Public Schools, parents were notified immediately, and a replacement bus was on the scene within minutes. Roxanne, truly scary moments for those youngsters. Now, according to the fire chief, this was a newer bus that likely had lithium-ion batteries powering certain accessories on the bus, and that's why they used that foam instead of using water to snuff out those flames. Now, the cause of this fire is still an investigation. However, officials are leaning to some possible engine failure, and this fire continues to be investigated. In Sayreville tonight, Naomi at News 12 New Jersey. Roxanne, I'll send it back inside to you.
Naomi, young Bryce there providing some critical video evidence for us. Really incredible. We're so glad everyone's okay. Thank you for that report, Naomi.
At this time, I would like to call upon my commissioner colleague, Commissioner Baker, as well as Sheriff Pete Corvelli and Under Sheriff Minata to please come forward to present our resolution. Absolutely. And yes, please bring the kids up with you.
I want to thank the Commissioner Board. We don't usually get accolades, but bad news from the news, so we appreciate you having our officer here. This is what the men and women do in the Sheriff's Office for Union County, as well as off-duty. So we appreciate your actions, and job well done, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Commissioner Baker?
Well, a lot has been said already by the chairman of the board here, but I do want to thank the officer for his valor and quick thinking in preventing a tragic situation from becoming worse. So I think it's a reflection on the training received by the sheriff's officers and his his colleagues, and this is what you expect from the sheriff's office. This is what we expect, and I want to thank you personally for your actions on that day. Thank you very much.
Would you guys like to introduce yourselves? No? You looked amazing on TV. You did a great job. What about your name?
My name is Michaela.
Michaela, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. And again, Sergeant, thank you so much for what you do on a daily basis at work. And as Sheriff Corvelli said, even when you're off duty. So thank you so, so much. We have a framed version of your resolution, and I won't read it out loud, but again, it's just thanking you and highlighting the service that you provided to our residents. So well, actually not our residents, but New Jersey residents. So thank you so much. All right, we're going to take a quick picture.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to stay over here and call my commissioner colleague, Sergio Granados, to join me in front. Every year we like to highlight that National Gun Violence Awareness Day is June 7th and Gun Violence Awareness Weekend is June 8th through 9th. And tonight we are recognizing and providing a resolution for Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. This is the 10th annual Gun Violence Awareness Day that we are highlighting, and the work that this organization, oh, Vita, how are you? The work that Moms Demand Action does to ensure that we are doing our best to make gun laws in our country, in our state, they're common sense gun laws that we are trying to roll out, because the most important thing is keeping our children, our colleagues, our friends safe. So we are so fortunate to have you here today. I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Granados for a minute, and then we'll call you forward.
Just want to once again thank Moms Demand Action. I know we've worked already together alongside with our county for over 5-6 years easily. Worked on different initiatives when it came to mayors, working alongside our communities, making sure they sign those proclamations, making sure that we continue to fight, like the chairwoman said before, for common gun sense laws. We know that roughly 18,000 people die per year from gun homicides, and it's because of the work that you guys are doing, are making sure that we're lowering those numbers and also providing common gun sense laws. So thank you for that. Oh, Chairwoman just remembered me too. Even behind us, we have Deputy County Manager wearing orange. And
I forgot again this year, 2 years in a row.
But for National Gun Violence Awareness Day, we're going to be having our Union County Courthouse lit orange in recognition for Union County Moms Demand Action. So we thank you once again.
Would you like to say a few words before we take a picture? This is our resolution. Of course, we won't read it out loud, but again, it just recognizes the efforts that you make on a daily basis to keep our community safe.
Do you mind if I speak?
I would love it.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Thank you very much to the Union County Board of Commissioners for commemorating the 10th annual National Gun Violence Awareness Day and Wear Orange Weekend, which will be June 7th through 9th. Wear Orange started in 2015. The commemoration has become an annual event during which communities nationwide unite to prevent gun violence. Today, Wear Orange started by a group of teenagers to honor their friend Hadia Pendleton, who was shot and killed shortly after she was part of President Obama's second inauguration parade. And we know that every day across the nation, 120 people, Americans, and over 200 are either killed and wounded each day as a result of gun violence. So across Union County, municipalities and individuals are supporting this cause by wearing orange on June 7th, lighting up public spaces, and taking action. So the most sobering statistic I can give you is that now in our country, guns are the leading cause of death among children and teens in the U.S. That's not acceptable. It's not, this is a man-made problem. It's not a natural disaster, and our children shouldn't be bearing the brunt of it. So we want to, as Commissioner said, there are straightforward and common sense solutions that if implemented will make us safer. Particularly, one thing we can all agree on is we want to keep our children safe. And we can take simple steps to make sure that kids don't have access to guns. These actions will make our children safer each day, and we owe it to our children in our community. So again, thank you for commemorating National Gun Violence Awareness Day and Wear Orange Weekend. We appreciate your support.
I just want to say thank you for always saying yes. And it has been a long partnership, and the longest probably since we started. So thank you very much for everything you do.
Vita's son and my son are good friends. They just spent together. We will adopt the communications during tonight's regular meeting. At this time, I will first call upon Union County Sheriff Corvelli to present his resolution.
Sheriff's Office has one resolution on the agenda tonight for your consideration. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would now like to call Laura Scutari from the Department of Administrative Services.
Good evening. The Department of Administrative Services has 4 resolutions on the agenda. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. From the Department of Economic Development, Amy Wagner, Deputy County Manager.
Good evening. The Department of Economic Development has 2 resolutions for your consideration, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, sorry, Commissioner Baker. I'm sorry about that.
A little slow on the draw, but okay. Just for information, would you mind expanding on resolution number 2 relative to the Consolidated Action Plan and what that means?
Absolutely. So we're required to develop and adopt a consolidated action plan every year. If we change any of the funding that's indicated in that plan, which is what we're doing by this resolution, we have to amend the plan. We had a request for contingency funds to complete a project in Plainfield, and so then we amend the plan to add those additional funds into the plan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Department of Engineering, Public Works, and Facilities Management, Joe Polakay, Acting Director.
Good evening. The Department of Engineering, Public Works, and Facilities has 10 resolutions. I'd be happy to try and answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. From the Department of Finance, Director B.B. Taylor.
Good evening, Chairwoman Paul Mary Muted and members of the Board of County Commissioners. The Department of Finance has 14 resolutions for your consideration this evening, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From the Department of Human Services, Director Debbie Ann Anderson.
Good evening, Chairwoman and members of the board. The Department of Human Services has 2 resolutions, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Commissioner Granados.
Thank you, Chair. Director, for number 1, can you just elaborate on the program, please?
Sure, through you, Chairwoman. This program is for a summer youth enhancement program, and so what we do with Restore Ministries, we help 10 youth find summer jobs and do a lot of wraparound services. We partner with the Elizabeth Presbyterian Church where those kids are. It's one of our most vulnerable census tract in Union County. So it gives the kids the stability in the summer program and then get them working and then eventually get into training with the American Job Center program.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From the Department of Parks and Recreation, Director Victoria Durbin Drake.
Good evening, Chair and Commissioners. The department has 4 items on the agenda, and I would be happy to attempt to answer any questions you might have.
Sorry.
Yeah, Commissioner Granados.
Just if you can elaborate on number 1, I know that's one of the chair's initiatives that she's been working on for the summertime. And if you can just elaborate on that, please, Director.
Yes, I'd be happy to. Working with the Gateway Family Y, we're working on your initiative to start swim lessons. We actually piloted this last year, and it was very well received. We are offering swim lessons to children ages 3 to 5 and 6 to 12, and also new this year at your initiative is senior citizens. And I have to tell you, we have 66 participants in this program, and almost immediately when we put this out to the general public, it was filled.
Okay.
So the need is there, and we are eager to begin. It will take place in the Rahway Outdoor Pool, and it will be 7 or 8 weeks, depending on the class.
Thank you, Director, and your team for your implementation, and thank you, Chair, for coming up with this great initiative.
Thank you. Very exciting. Thank you. From the Office of the County Council Bruce Bergen.
Thank you, Chair. County Council has a single resolution. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From the Office of the County Manager Ed Oatman.
Thank you, Chair. I have one item on tonight's agenda, and it also happens to be one of your initiatives. And I'll be happy to answer any questions.
County Manager, if you can just elaborate on it, please. Would appreciate it.
Sure, Commissioner. This is a tutoring program it's a platform that's offering tutoring to students in 5th to 8th grade to migrate the loss of education that happened during COVID. We found a lot of our students are behind. So this is going to provide job opportunities for our area kids who are in high school and college to help our younger kids along and catch up.
Sounds like an amazing initiative. Thank you.
You're welcome, Chair.
Thank you. Yes, and we definitely, as we've discussed many times, we know that there was a loss of time in school for kids, even if they were doing it virtually. So this does provide them with an opportunity to get up to speed and, as the county manager said, provide some opportunities for our youth, as older youth, to have some job opportunities. So it's very exciting. Thank you, County Manager.
Sure.
Okay, there are 2 business resolutions from the board. Do any commissioners have any questions regarding these resolutions? Okay. All laudatory resolutions and resolutions of condolence are from the entire board. Are there any comments from my colleagues? Okay. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
A motion was made by Commissioner Kowalski, seconded by Commissioner Bodak. Clerk of the board, can you please call the roll?
Commissioner Baker?
Aye.
Commissioner Bodek?
Aye.
Commissioner Dellisfort?
Aye.
Commissioner Granados?
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chairwoman Leone?
Aye.
Chairwoman Palmieri Muedad?
Aye.
Chair, you have 8 votes in the affirmative for the adjournment.
Thank you.